What is up, everybody? It's your boy Salvi. I know you didn't think it was over because I'm back out here mobbing. It's that one-man war machine. This is episode 2, and you already saw the intro. Probably not gonna get monetized because of it, but hey, I did that for y'all, so it doesn't even matter. But hey, cat is out of the bag, and this is what I got going on. So let's check it out. So you see what it is. Pick this up secondhand, actually, gently used. This is the Bull Boost rear mount turbo kit for the VQ35DE platform. As you can see, a few things were added. The guy I got it from, he did a lot of R&D to go ahead and make this into a complete bolt-on kit, and then he realized that he wanted a slightly different setup because he drifts and everything. Obviously this is just going to be for street application for me, but he added some things to make it a more complete kit. So as you can see, as I had it panned over here, we got the wastegate. There's a charge pipe for the wastegate. I probably won't be using that, just because you can just vent to atmosphere as it is. It'll just be a little bit louder, so I'm not really worried about that. Cannot remember offhand which turbo comes with the Bull Boost kit, so I'll go ahead and put that up on the screen. I can already hear the people typing out their comments like, oh, it's gonna lag, it's gonna spool up, really slow and everything. Well, no, the type of turbo that it is, the exhaust aspect ratio takes that into account. And if I wanted to spool up faster, I could always, go lower on the aspect ratio on the exhaust side. So there won't be any problems with, late spooling or anything like that, just because the air has to travel a little bit, farther under the car. So it's all good. I am jumping the gun a little bit just because the first thing I have to do is obviously drop the motor. But obviously, I couldn't keep this from you guys, so I'll show you. Obviously, we have the intercooler piping in here. We do have the turbo timer relay. That's gonna obviously work along with the oil pump here, because obviously, since it's not a front mount setup, the turbo is gonna sit lower, at or lower than the oil pan, so you can't just gravity feed the oil. So we'll be using this oil pump. This is the one that came with the kit. I may upgrade to a Turbo Works one, a little bit down the line, but we'll see how it plays out for just a street application. Let's see here. And that's another thing too, people ask, why didn't you invest in a more expensive kit? Because this kit on its own is, $1,800, $1,900, but that's obviously before the extra things that you need, because it doesn't come with the wastegate, I don't think, excuse me, and a couple of other things that it doesn't come with. So it's going to be more than $1,800 really by the time you do all the R&D that's necessary. I got this kit for a deal for $1,700, and it's more complete than what you just get off the shelf off of eBay. So I definitely got lucky, but I do want to prove that you don't have to spend $5-6 grand out the gate. Obviously you're going to get parts that fit a little better, and other things that are going to be up to par, more up to par as far as quality is concerned. But I want to prove that you can have a more accessible, budget-friendly build and still do things the right way. If you build around a cheaper kit but you add quality parts to it, overall it's going to be a quality kit. You get good AN lines and oil fittings that won't leak or anything like that, then you'll be fine. You get good V-clamps on, for your pipes and for your couplers and everything like that, you're gonna be just fine. And along with the oil pump, obviously the scavenger pump, the guy also included an oil sump. This holds oils, I believe. The way that I understand it is that it does two things. It helps keep from oil backwash, basically. Once you turn the car off, it's going to work in conjunction with the with the turbo timer, just so that the turbo doesn't smoke and all of that type of stuff. Keeps excess oil from drawing back to the turbo once the car is turned off. So I'll be using that in conjunction with it. He did include a catch can for it. Said you don't have to run it. He was just running it because again he was drifting. He just wanted some more efficiency. I may or may not run it. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me see here. Got the Mishimoto Boost controller. I do know he said that the wastegate spring that is currently in the turbo is for 5 pounds. Mine is to eventually run 8. Oh, where did the camera go? Okay, sorry. My goal is to eventually just run 8 pounds, so I'll probably have it just adjustable from 5 up to 8. So that's gonna be what the plan is here. And then have the intercooler. Not much to say about that, but he did include the brackets and showed me how he had it fit on the car. He's really helpful too. He has everything labeled, pictures that he sent me separately of how everything goes on, so it shouldn't be too hard to get this kit together. Like I said though, I do have to motor in first. So basically what I'm doing, I'm gonna be getting parts here and there for both things. So there are specific things that I need for the motor drop, such as motor mounts and a couple other odds and ends. But obviously there are gonna be things that I need for boost, such as, gauges, injectors, and upgraded fuel system, things of that nature. So obviously I'm going to be logging the process of obtaining and installing all of these things little by little. Hoping to have this done around my birthday, around September. If not, by the end of the year, or at least around when boost season starts, which I'm in Arizona. It's always hot. Boost season is generally probably in the dead of December, November, but we're going to prepare for it regardless. Sorry you see me sweating. Again, we in the back rooms. There's no air conditioning in here. It's hot, and I didn't want to move the parts inside just to film. So we're gonna thug it out like the half lizard people we are. Anyways, so going on. This should be a pretty complete kit, and it should be just about bolt on. Pretty much the only thing that's not included, he told me, is just an exhaust piece for the exhaust side of the turbo, which would obviously come out of the tailpipe. I'm wondering if I want to reuse the fart can that I have from the Megan exhaust that I have, or if I may want to go dual center tips, like maybe 4.5, kind of like how the Lambos have it. Just an idea to see if maybe I could, hide the turbo, have a little, sleeper type build going on. But at the end of the day, I do want to kind of keep it simple if I can, but we'll see what happens down the line. That's a long ways away. Like I said, we got to worry about the motor first, and that's another thing. I am debating on whether to drop the motor in myself or whether I should, have someone do it, because sometimes, I have a lot of work piled up. I don't always have the time to do that, and that's going to be I would say a more daunting task personally than, slapping on a bolt-on turbo kit. So if I do decide to do it, which I do obviously have the materials for it, you see I got the cherry picker back there. We got chains, we got everything like that to, get it going. It's just about having the time and everything, and I do have to go into office, for work like once a week. So just having to work around all of that. I will see how it goes, but obviously if I do decide to do it, I'll document every step of the way for you guys, so you can just see, the journey from start to finish. Good, the bad, and the ugly. But turbo kit, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and slap on myself. Like I said in the previous video, I still do have to deal with getting the ECU flashed for non-rev up BE and all of that, seeing if I can transfer my tune, and just wrapping up that odds and ends before I dive into anything else. But I am going to be just gathering parts for the next couple months and things. This stuff costs money, so can't get it all at once. And so I'm just going to be getting everything little by little. But I definitely wanted to let you guys know what was going on. Everybody's always like, oh, big things coming, boost loading, this and that. And, all they might have is a list or a spreadsheet on everything that they, want to get. Like I said, I've had this car for 8 years. It's time to do some fun stuff to it. And so, I worked and I, did what I had to do. And I don't know what just happened with this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I just did what I had to do there. See, I told you, we're going through the good, the bad, and the ugly. This camera work is atrocious right now, but fuck it, we ball. Yeah, so I'm definitely really excited about this kit, really excited, just about the journey. and as along with me. I have no idea what's going on with this camera. We're gonna try to bring it around town. Bring it around town. Oh, there I am. Cool. Like I said, guys, I gotta learn this gimbal, but I was excited to go ahead and get the video out and let you guys know what's going on. But yeah, camera work will definitely improve in the next video. I just kind of wanted to freestyle just so it could be the most authentic series, you know, that I can give to you guys. It's like, hey, this is unscripted. I just have a general idea in my head of what I want to talk about. I don't have a script to read from. I don't have a start to finish. You know, we're just gonna freestyle, you know, and just get it done. And I'm really excited because this is just stems from a childhood dream, playing Need for Speed, just wanting a fast G35. And I'm wanting to build up to about 380 horsepower, just so I'm not messing with the block too much. But it's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun. Tell you what, I haven't had a drop of alcohol to drink since New Year's Eve in 2024. But old girl here about to get that Don Spoolie off, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know what's going on. The next is most likely going to be, come on, where's the camera? Where's the camera? There you are. I don't know why it does that when I flip it. Anyway, next video is just going to be some odds and ends parts that I get trickling in, and I'll do some install videos for, you know, for the things that are significant that you might want to know. Okay, how does this go on, or how did he route this for wiring and this and that. So I'll try to be as detailed about you know, the important things. The mundane things, I might just say, hey, I went ahead and did this, you know, kind of like with the headers. You know, you guys don't need a video on putting on headers on a engine that's outside of the car. You just slap them in and, you know, put them in. It's not it's not that hard. But anyways, guys, I'm rambling on as I tend to do, but I just wanted to share, you know, the plans with you guys, and you know, we're going boost. It's happening. The parts are here. This is not AI. The only thing that was AI in this video was the purple G35 with the kit on it, because we're manifesting the future. You know, that's what we're doing. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling, let you guys get back to your day. Thanks for giving me a little bit of your time to see what I'm doing here in my corner of the world. And you know, we'll see you in episode 3. It's your boy Sovereign. We out till the next one. Blessed be.